Hi, everyone. Today is the 11th. No, today is actually the 13th. Somehow I was going to say the 11th. Whatever. Anyways, we just had CPI number and it was a little hot versus predicted. It's a little sticky. Previous was 3.9. The forecast was 3.7. And today's, again, is 3.9. So it's got the markets a little bit nervous. All right, so here is a big thing that happened. We'll start with the cues. Price is below the close of the day, and we had a negative day the day before. So longer term time frames are still looking for value, and everybody was waiting on this CPI. Now notice, my thought, if you were in the Benzinga Pro platform, you'll notice that I said, hey, listen, I'm thinking that we get a little bit of a sell-off. And here we are back into heavy congestion. Notice the lines. 428.69, first line in the sand. It expands the bands very wide. So volatility increases dramatically, just like that. All right, first thing. Second thing is that what we are looking at is price action that is hunting for heavy congestion. So let's do something. Let's go to a 4-hour chart. Oh my. And see where this congestion is, right? We take a look at it. We can see the heavy congestion is right around here. And so what we anticipate is price action to try to bounce every one of these levels. But the bounce, if it can't get back up over 430, it's going to sell back down. Here is the base of the last 3-day congestion zone. And then we had a couple of days sitting right there and a couple of days sitting right there. So my suspicion is, first group, they're going to try to get this breakout level. So buyers are going to start climbing in right here at this 428.69. And we're going to try and push it into the 430. Else, it's going to fade into the front edge of support action, which is down at 425. All right. So this is one of the reasons I said, hey, listen, let's just cool the jets a little bit and see how the market responds to these situations. All right, let's go to SPY. For those of us that run the futures, we'll see it shortly. We're looking at them. Same situation here in the chart. We are looking at a failed hold here. This wasn't breakaway here. It immediately gave way. And then we've had this continuation of lower highs and lower lows, expanding the volatility band into the breakout levels. Now, this is Fibonacci line, 496 and some change, and it's slipping past it. My thought is that really the congestion zone for the breakaway might be at the 495 area. Ooh, look at that. Came right into the kiss of it and then moving forward. Remember, this is a very strong upward trend. And traders have been thinking the entire time, hey, listen, all I have to do is buy the dip. And if the dip is deep enough, I'm going to have a rally the entire day. Yesterday, we saw a big rise. I don't know what happened. The market just took off, whatever, but then sold off into the lower edges. And so that's not really what we've been seeing in times past. We see the press north, but we don't see continuation yesterday like we normally do. Okay, so this is the first dip by 495. All right, let's go to the 30-minute chart so we can see what's going on. Right, here are our lines in focus. Right, this is a deeper edge. Right, we've broken all of these pieces, so it's in breakdown. So remember what breakdown means. It means, listen, if we stay below here, it's going to be a problem. Now that's all the way up here, the 496 to 497 area, right? The caution zones are in 497. So they're going to try and bounce here at these levels, noted, but if they can't resume, we are going to continue to the south. It's just going to be one of those days. What does the intraday tell us? Well, first off, we've run into support. We need to hold that. So you could buy the dip, but if it loses that low, you've got to get out of Dodge. This is a low risk buy area. Okay? Very, very nice. And then from that forward motion, the press to the north. All right. Let's go to the ES. All right. We notice that what's going on here? We closed below the prior days. Yesterday, we closed below the prior day's close. And today in pre-market, we opened below the prior day's close. So we've got a continuation and a hunt for credit. Credit? What word am I looking for? Support. Whatever. Look at how it bounced into our 49.80. Right on the money. So this move is fairly savage. Now, in a savage move, we normally will have ourselves a bounce, but this area now becomes supremely important for us. We're all the way through these breakdown lines. And so if you go, Emery, what do? I always have enough lines sitting there that we know where we should go after the fact if we are following support action. And this is heavy congestion. If we lose it, we're going to slip into 49.60 and 49.50. All right. My thought is bounces are going to be sell zones. And so if you want to take the bounce, it's going to be into resistance, and it will likely be into one of the volatility bands. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Let's look at the NQ. All right, same sort of thing. Closed down yesterday, opened below the close of yesterday, and currently continuing. Look at how our beautiful lines. Our lines are so beautiful. We hit the 700. It's jumped for a second, and now we're off to the 650 zone. Look at the heavy congestion. Below that will be the 585 and then 462. All right. That is essentially where our price action is going to sit here. 462, then 415. And this is a prior VWAP line. Let's put something right there. Okay. So we can see it. I doubt that's how far we move. But we are in a space where we need to take a breath, folks. Folks are just overly enthusiastic about what is happening. And when you've been around in the market for a long time, you see this sort of thing. All right. So that's what we're looking for in the Qs. The fade there, the first pass bounce off the heavy congestion, and then expect to see sellers on the way up, but give it a chance to find its place before you jump right in. Very good at scalping. Let's finally look at oil. It's the only one that's bullish today, right? Now, the higher oil moves, the harder it is on the market, right? Expensive energy brings in the broad market. And so the CPI, which really is X energy anyway, so whatever there. But here's what we're looking at. We're looking at a topping formation that just occurred, and we're watching it come back in to hold the VWAP. Look, I have VWAP test and slope will tell the tale. The VWAP's up right now. So the first group of traders are going to try and position long at 77.30. That is going to press the market into a potential test above. If things get really a little bit noisy in the Red Sea. We already know that the traffic is way down there, but oil continues to rise. And I think this is a bullish space, right? As long as we stay up over 75, we can get to 78, 78.50, 79, and 80. But this is our new zone of what we're looking for. If the first pass bounce doesn't get us up past 77.60, we'll head down to the first volatility band at 77 and then potentially 76.85. As many of you know, you can find me on the Benzinga Pro platform to discuss market action and stock positioning, as well as Topstep TV and the Place Your Trades Network Discord, which is sitting inside of the write-up just underneath the video. I'm there quite often, and you can see all kinds of things coming from me there. All right, take care, and I'll see you on the platforms.